Now that we've got our adaptive component made, we just need to figure out how to associate that with our Dynamo. We're going to use that, the concept of the adaptive component by points. And all we need to do is bring those points together along with the family types. So let's go ahead and get started with that. We move this out of the way. And I'm going to right click on this and go adaptive by points. I think it'll come up. Let me just zoom in here. So we have the ID of points and a family type. And so we already know we have our geometry here. So I had polygons by points. We're inputting points here. So this list can actually go into points. I'll leave the polygons there for a minute. Actually, no, I'll just pull this out now. Let me just disconnect this and connect this geometry here. So at least we have the points going over to the other side. So we have now both sets of geometry. Now all we need is, we have the points. Now all we need is the family type. So I'm going to Google search for family types. And since I've already loaded those in, I should be able to find it. I called it a rib. And I'll put that in as a family type. And nothing's really going to happen inside of Dynamo, but it is actually happening inside of Revit. So here is the adaptive components that we've created. And they look a little bit chunky. That's because we want to maybe just stretch out the whole idea of the scale of things. And we'll come back to that. First thing I want to do is make sure that the ribs fit to the other side. So let me grab back Dynamo again. And so we had that mirror geometry. And so what I want to do, and that's going to be in effect points. So I'm just going to do a list create. So I can combine those two lists. And we'll take the one list and then add in the other mirrored list. And then plug that in for the points. And let me just shut this down a second, and there we have the geometry on both sides. So we'll take a look at modifying the appearance of this in just a second in the next clip.